Hi guys, I'm Nightingale and welcome to another Iris and the Giant video that will hopefully help you with your own gameplay. As always, I'll give you my post-game analysis of this game. So for this video, I'm doing another run of this game, and as you've seen in the title already, I am playing a full game here, all the way until the end. And as you've seen in the beginning there, I've taken the memories, the one that prevent me from dying, and also the one that let me draw again. And I'm just fast forwarding the beginning sections of this game because it's just really simple. I did go to a secret passage from the first floor to the second floor, so that was I don't know if it's definitely harder, but I don't know if it helps me or not. But it allows me to get this cat thing, this boss archer dude. So while I get this boss archer dude, I also get a memory from it, from this room. While you can get the memories from the normal rooms, some of the memories you can only access through the secret passages.
Your best friend does this to you. Is she really your friend?
And then I proceed on to the next floor after.
Am I in one of my dreams? The labyrinthine maze of my imagination, with my will as my only guide.
So I'm in the ice cave now again. This is rather simple because there are only two columns. And then I see another secret passage. So I was like, oh well, why not, right? Why not? The draw again skill is really nice, so that you can cycle your hand. If you have too many cards of one thing, you want to cycle your hand, and then if you don't have a heal, you can try again to try to get a heal. And here for these bosses, I'm just using this dagger to kill them. It's really the dagger is really useful in that regard. And the next floor. Now this is just the normal floor. I think it's floor 6 now. Right now, for these shield skeletons, it's really hard to kill them. And that's why I'm just using the shield to stall just for another chance at getting a good card. A card that I can actually use. So right here I'm taking full advantage of the fact that I don't need to kill every single monster. and I can just skip all the monsters that I don't need to kill in order to get to the next floor. Right there I had like so many confidence cards that I just had to reroll there. And another skip of the monsters. And this is the first boss fight, I would say. The first boss fight against the Cerberus. I have made a video on the previous tries that I have made against this boss, but what you need for this boss is a axe. It's an axe. You need the axe in order to kill all 3 of the heads at the same time. So right there I had to defeat every single Cerberus head for once, and then I have to use the axe to get rid of them all.
I hear the rain in the distance. Or is that the sound of tears falling? An old sorrow that weighs heavy upon my heart.
Now there are still these cutscenes between the levels that they sometimes appear, they sometimes do not appear. Oh yeah, and for this part, this floor, you see that the sparkles on the bottom chest there, and then there wasn't any sparkles on the top chest there. That's why that chest is a mimic. And for your information, I don't think there is any real way to kill the mimic in one shot. You have to, I don't know if a dagger would work on the mimic just before it's activated. It might work, but in this case I didn't try. So I see another hidden path there, a hidden floor, so I think I'm trying to get that. Yep, I'm going into that 10C there, 10C. And this is a really unique floor. When I first saw this, I was like, everything can be broken with a mirror kick. And I just keep on breaking them. Oh, and I see a trap. Okay, and I guess I need to kill the trap. But there are some of the chests are not breakable, so some of the chests are actually chests.
You know, not saying anything can be really violent for other people, because we can't know what you're thinking.
And then I see this memory here. So I've been just breaking these statues with a mirror kick, and then just kept on breaking them, and then yeah, skip over here is I'm just skipping ahead of just trying to see what is going on here. Oh yeah, and then there I see another trap. Oh, and then after the trap clears, I see this Medusa. So I shouldn't have let the Medusa get so close to me. And when I hit her, I get petrified. So I should have just left her, kept her away, and then used using arrows or some ranged skill to hit her. But but if you have an axe, the axe would also work because it's just an AoE skill. And the fact that you're paralyzed is so bad. It's so terrifying. Because you lose 2 turns instead of just 1 turn. You lose 2 turns, and then the enemies can just free hit you. Sometimes they can kill you in just like 1 shot if you're not careful. Over here is floor 11, where I left off, where I got beaten in my last video. But I think that I have memories for this run, and I think that it's really good. I thought to myself that this run was actually really good, just because everything is working out in my favor, sort of, and I had this chance to reroll. The chance to reroll really improves my the possibility of me winning, and also limits the RNG involved in drawing cards, and also in the card drawing, and some of the and improves your survivability of, and so that you can, if you have a confidence card, you can use the confidence card, or if you draw a shield, you can use the shield to improve your survivability. And the fact that I can steal cards is so nice. Some of the really insane cards are stolen. So over here I use this thing, this hourglass thing. This basically makes me this makes me think I can use every single card in my hand before the turn ends, basically. Oh, and I see another cat boss, elite archer elite thing, and then I just do that, and then I kill it really easily, simply because I have this hourglass. And over here, these snakes, they're really, how do I say, they're really annoying to kill, because after you kill one, after you hit it once, it leaves a stump, and then you have to hit it again in order to actually kill them. And if you don't kill them, and all of the 2 rows can hit you, that means that a lot of damage is coming in. It's 4 damage per one, and then 2 rows, that's just a lot of damage. But I have this shield, I just shield up, and that's it. There's no worries when you have a shield.
I see it now, deep within me. A giant weeps, and from his tears come my demons.
And finally, Iris here sees the demon, and not the demon, the giant, and the giant is metaphorically Iris's heart, because if you see in the loading screen, when I actually get there, if you see in the loading screen, the overall map is a rib cage, and then Iris is climbing from the bottom upwards all the way to the heart. The position is the giant is at the position of the heart, and that's why it's really symbolic, and metaphorically it's not metaphor, but it's symbolically it's at Iris's heart position, and that's where her inner thoughts are, and then she needs to beat the giant, or in other words, conquer her heart, her weaknesses, in order to step out of this despair and self-doubt. So she is going on this adventure inside of her, playing these cards. These cards are what she imagines, but they're also physically in the real world. So she imagines, her imagination is bringing these demons alive, but also bring these sword cards and these daggers and these whips alive. So what we are doing is we're playing as her, trying to use these cards in effectiveness to beat these demons. So right here in this room, this floor, there are these mirror skeletons and also shield skeletons. So while one is immune to physical damage and the other one is immune to magical damage. So you have to think about what you should play and what you can play in order to actually kill them off. Right there I picked the axe and more arrows because, well, I needed axe. And this thing, this Cyclops thing that can actually paralyzes me for 2 turns, it almost killed me. But a good thing I have draw again, so I can draw again and try to get health from it. So when you see that Cyclops paralyzed dude, you need to kill it off immediately using any range skills. Otherwise, if you have if it comes into melee range, it'll paralyze you for 2 turns. And over there I got the arrows. I can play all of my arrow cards in my hand. That just basically replaces my sword cards. Because the sword cards, it's just a weaker version of the arrow cards at this point. And in this room, the beginning here, these shield skeletons with armor is really just annoying. because you have to use fire magic, or you have to use magical skills to hit them, and you have to hit them twice with only magical skills. If it's physical skill, I can get behind that. But if it's only magical, it's really limited to bombs, fire, and thunder. And the most common one is fire. But it's still really hard to get fire cards. Although I managed to do it. It's not too hard to get fire cards, but you still need to think about it. Alright, so this room, the giant chest here. Later we learned that this chest is a Pandora's box. It eats every card that you hit at it. So in order to actually defeat it, you need to use its own skills against it, which means that it needs to summon something, and then the damage that you for example, if you have a bomb demon, or you have what's the other one, the flame demon, they do damage AoE, and only their damage can be used to hit the giant chest. So right here I'm trying to get the flame demon to appear in front of the chest. If I get a flame demon to appear in front of the chest, then I can use it to kill the chest off. Right here, there is a flame demon in front of the chest, but the chest is not in range. So only the demons that are actually visible can be hit, but in that case the chest was not visible, and so it was not hit. So it just keeps on summoning new demons every single turn, and I'm just trying to use the fire on it for it to summon new fire demons, but I think there is luck involved that it's not summoning fire demons in front of it. I was trying just so hard trying to get fire demons to spawn in front of it in order to actually in order to actually kill it. I think that is the that's the easiest way to kill it. So while you do want to have to try to kill this giant chest off, but you also need to try to limit as much damage as possible, or try to kill off the other demons that are spawning in order to actually not die, right? You don't want to die while doing this. I think right here I am able to get a fire demon to spawn in front of it really soon now. So while we wait for this thing here, for this spawn, I just want to say that this game is not hard, but it just requires a lot of thinking involved for this gameplay, for this whole run in real time. taken around 2 hours to complete it. Okay, so right there, you see that there is a fire demon spawning in front of the chest, and then after I kill it, the chest just dies. Now this room took me a long time to beat, simply because the chest is not spawning fire demons.
I am in the wolf's maw, and like Arian, I follow the string, the torrent of tears leading to the source of it all.
So it says that the Pandora's box, that chest is actually the Pandora's box. Now after that, all of the following rooms are quite easy until you get to the mouth demons. I don't know what they're called, but the giant mouth demons. So right here, when I see the Cyclops, petrifying Cyclops dude, I kill it off immediately. Using whips to whips the stairs close. So in this room, the game starts to bring you the mouth demons. They deal 4 damage to you, and they're ranged. So what you want to do is get rid of them as soon as possible. But sometimes you have to take a hit, but that's just what you have to deal with. But so the damage from these mouth demons, they do stack up really fast. Oh yeah, and if you use steel cards on them, they give you a no card, and the no card clears the whole board. And it clears the whole board without any questions asked. So despite any armors or anything, it clears the whole board. So if you think that so you want these no cards inside your deck, so you can use them when the situation is either out of control, or there are too many armored demons on the field that you have to kill, that you don't want to spend too many cards and then and take too much damage. So you use the no cards in your deck to kill them. So right now I'm 2 floors away from the giant, and I think to myself right here that I'm pretty confident that I can beat this game, this run, in just this run alone. Over here I draw the no card, but unfortunately I didn't see that there's a trap that clears my whole hand. That was a wrong move, but fortunately enough, I got a no card just on my second draw there. So when these mouth demons stack up, they do a lot of damage. Each one deal 4 damage. That is just insane. And because there's also another trap there that killed my whole hand off, I drew another null card that I was able to clear the board. Oh yeah, and then this thing, this nether thing that I got here, it's really nice because I just skipped the next floor. I thought to myself that I'm just gonna skip to the next floor and head straight for the demon. Another memory here.
So people are saying you don't want to talk anymore. You're just seeking attention, but nobody cares about you.
Well, she's not really seeking attention. She's just really sad, really lonely. So right here, floor 20, but I have a staircase, and I'm just gonna climb to the next floor here.
Here you are, Titan. Incarnation of past and future sorrow. May confidence guide my steps before I am engulfed.
So the giant, in order to actually kill it or beat it, you need to use confidence cards on it. So you need to use a total number of 3 confidence cards, and you can also use the sorrow cards on it. But I believe that if you use the sorrow cards on it, it just makes it bigger. So only 3 confidence cards are required, and then right here I use both of my confidence cards, so I don't really have another one. So I need to actually kill these tiers, break these tiers, and then try to get at least another confidence card from a chest. So these tiers, they do spawn chests or other demons. But these demons that are spawned are just regular demons. They don't have actually large demons. And here we go, confidence card. And it shrinks again, and then it regains its confidence. And the two will get closer and hug. This part is actually kind of creepy if I see it. It flashes. This flashing is kind of creepy, but it turns out that it's a dad after all, and she is actually hugging her dad. It's really heartwarming seeing that she actually steps out of her shell after this tremendous turmoil inside of her, and then these cards that she have, those are the ones that helps her step out of this situation.
Iris. And I see you're looking better already. See, all these cards? They've been inside you since the beginning. Trust yourself. Deep down, you know how to play them.
And in the final scene here, she lets go of the cards, meaning that she basically she has stepped out of her shell and she does not require these cards anymore. And that is the end to this game. Thank you guys so much for watching if you haven't watched this far. Thank you guys so much if you have watched this far. This game was developed by Richard Regald, I think. I think it's on a one-person job, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually a really heartwarming game, and it's a really nice game. Even though the balance can be worked on, but the game is really good. Now, right here I have completed 54% of the game, but I don't. But now I know that it's not the game progression. 54%. It's actually my collection of everything. Now I will try to collect everything, but it'll take a while for me to actually do that, because some of these cards are in secret rooms, and some of these friends, the imaginary friends, you can only get when in certain situations, and memories are in secret rooms, etc. So it might take me a while to do so, but I will try to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this game or enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing to my channel, and I do hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.